Hello, my name is Scott Daigle, and I am the Public Policy Director for the Texas Council for Developmental Disabilities. This is a short video tutorial on the use of Texas Legislature Online, which is the central database for all things related to the Texas State Capitol, and more specifically, what's going on at the Texas House and the Texas Senate. So I'm going to share my screen and take us to that website, which you can see right here is capitol.texas.gov. Again, that's capitol.texas.gov. If you look across this page, you can see links to a whole bunch of informational resources. For instance, if you look on the left page here, there's a whole column full of information about the Texas House and Texas Senate. You can click and see all of the members of the Texas House. And then if you click on one of their names, it will pull up additional information on them, including which committees they've been assigned to. Committee assignments haven't been made yet, so there's nothing in this section. But then you can also find the list of bills that they have already filed for the session. Going back a couple of clicks, you can also click on information about committees, including upcoming committee meetings, in case you are interested in tuning in or you want to testify. No committees have been assigned yet, so there's not a lot of information about that yet. If you go to this center section here, you can find you're able to search for specific bills by number or by word or phrase. You can also search for the bills in this session, which is going to be the 88th regular session, which begins in 2023, but then you can go into past sessions, the 87th, which was in 2021, the 86th, which was in 2019. And so you see the R here behind the number, and that is a regular session, but there are also these special sessions that took place in some of those years. So for instance, in 2021, you had the first, second, and third special sessions, which all had bills filed in them. Moving down a little bit, you can search for statutes. These are all of the laws that are currently in effect in Texas, and they divide it up by specific code. So if you're interested in looking at the elections code and finding laws that are in place regarding voting rights, health and safety code is one that I'll be referring to a lot in the upcoming session. And then you can also use this to search in the Texas Constitution. So if you pull this up, you can search by specific articles in the Constitution. For instance, Article 3 is the legislative department. Article 8 is taxation and revenue. So you can search in there. Many of the bills that are filed, if not all of the bills that are filed, will refer to some of those documents, either the Constitution or specific statutes. So that comes in handy. Moving over to the right side here, kind of in the center of the screen, but this column you can look under video broadcasts. So if the House and the Senate are meeting, or if their committees are meeting, you can look at that or search for past committees. You can also go to dates of interest, click on that, and it pulls up all of the dates of interest for the next regular session, which begins on Tuesday, January 10th of 2023. And then it's going to run for 140 days, closing out on Monday, May 29th of 2023. I also want to point out this Who Represents Me section right here. So you can plug in information, your address, your city, your zip code, and find out who your state representative and state senator are. I'll just plug in an address here. And so 1000 Congress Avenue, Austin, and that is going to be 78701. So if that were my address, then my state representative would be Representative Gina Hinojosa in Texas House District 49 and State Senator Sarah Eckhart in Senate District 14. So you can plug in your own information there to find out who your representative is and who you need to be reaching out to during the session. So that is a very quick overview of just some of the informational resources that are available through Texas Legislature Online. I'll be doing future videos that kind of delve into a few more of their more specific features, including in this drop down right here, bill search, where you can search for specific pieces of legislation relating to a specific topic if you're interested. So be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, I hope you'll jump around Texas Legislature Online, or TLO as it's called, and look at some of the resources, but tune into future videos. And again, I am Scott with the Texas Council for Developmental Disabilities, and thanks for tuning in.